Hey everyone, have I here bring another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, it is time once again for another edition of Best Teams on Global. This is the April 2022 edition. So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and dive right in. And it's been a little while since I've done a Best Teams video. The March version came out pretty early, right? Early March. And of course, a lot of things have happened since that time. And yeah, April edition, there's, I would say, a lot of changes up on top, not so much on the bottom, but you know, some teams did drop out of the top 10, maybe a little bit of controversy, we'll see. But let's go ahead and talk about this month's best teams on globals. But first and foremost, disclaimer here, the term best teams is my opinion and is purely subjective. There's no official tier list or best teams ranking from Akatsuki or Bandai. Any references or research sources will be linked in the description below. And of course, how I rank my teams, I look at a multitude of different things. I think I rank my teams a lot different than probably other people, but other people probably have caught up to how I rank as well. So I look at leader skills, damage output, survivability, passives, SA specials, links, categories, bench and flexibility is very important to me. Game mode effectiveness is important to me. Maybe not so important now with the new leader skills, but we'll talk about that in a second. Mission options, and then just general overall gameplay and relevancy. So, of course, when we're looking at game relevancy or game mode effectiveness, we're looking at a multitude of different things here. Topping the chart here, of course, is Extreme Super Battle Roads and Super Battle Roads. If you're able to know how to run that even better, then you got the GT events and you got the God events, etc., etc. So look at a multitude of different things when it comes to the game mode and game mode effectiveness. And how we ended up actually ranking last month's teams is right here. So last month's teams, if you see here, like I said, there's a lot of changes on top, but not necessarily like major changes like the top of course. And a few teams are going to be dropping out of this top 10 here. And being that we do have, in a sense, a new meta that was introduced on the global version of the game earlier than JP, which was introduced on the 7-year anniversary, which is still a few months away. There is, it was hard for me to decide on what number one is going to be, but I think it still holds to the point that new quote-unquote meta of 200% leaders is going to be a main topic on how I'm actually going to score the top. So, but before that, let's go ahead and go into my normal approach here and just talk about some honorable mentions. And the first honorable mention is going to be based off of this new unit that dropped on the global version of the game, and that is Super Saiyan 2 that transforms into Super Saiyan 3, the physical bad boy. You can say the New Year's, because it came on JP on New Year's, Super Saiyan 2 Goku. This is an amazing unit. It has the leader skill of Battle of Fate and Accelerated Battle, which is still really two strong teams. A lot of main combos, bench flexibility, lacking of support, but amazing half the skill. Once this unit becomes Super Saiyan 3 Goku, he is a beast of a beast. And this rotation, right, these two rotations on top, the main rotations, is pretty epic. However, the game mode effectiveness isn't as strong as the ones that we're going to talk about later on, and it's not a 200% leader, so I could not put him in the top 10. A standalone team, amazing standalone team, and definitely very fun. So 7 Super Battle Roads, 5 Extremes, 401 on the Legendary Battles, and then 6 in Dragon Ball history. That resume is a good resume, it's just not strong enough to crock the top 10. Again, very fun team, very fun units to run here, especially Accelerated Battle. A ton of options there. As you can see the different options here. And very few teams, of course, still has Int Janemba that you can run on it. Sorry, not Int Janemba, LR Janemba that you can run on it. And this team does have that. So, coming in as honorable mention, Super Saiyan 3 Physical Goku. Here we go. So, dropping out of the top 10. Again, a little bit of controversy here. I was trying to figure out if this was going to be a top 10 last month and had it at the, I believe, the 9th spot, but I took him out of the top 10 just because, just overall relevancy of it all at this point in time. Realm of Gods, again, all these teams that we're going to talk about are amazing. It's just small little instances where I'm going, you know, Realm of Gods at 160, leader skill, yes, a great team here. A lot of leader flexibility, a lot of bench, a lot of combos, a decent resume at 855116. Just not cutting the mustard here, even though, yes, there's a 170 leader in Beerus, but even Beerus has worse resume there with 632124. Yes, World Tournament effectiveness, but again, fantastic team, but I just slightly dropped them out of the top 10. I could probably put them back in. There's an argument for that, but the other teams, I'm just going to say, are currently better right now, a little bit more relevant, and more fun to play. So with that, top 10 teams on global, here's the transition. Let's go ahead and dive in. So last month I was a little bit cheating a little bit and combined 10 and 9 this month into like just 10. I split them up this time just to make the top 10 more reasonable here. And coming in number 10 is LRAGL Full Power Frieza. This is the number 10 spot just really because of that unit. That unit is so strong, still on global, one of the top units, by bar none, one of the top units. And the problem with this, right, amazing resume. You got 9 Super Battle Roads, 4 Extreme Super Battle Roads, just dominates GT events, especially the Goku, Legendary Goku events, legendary events, and just especially the Goku events, just rips them apart. Lacks a lot of Infinite Dragon Ball history relevancy, but again, very fun team. You're just running the Full Power Frieza to the max. They're supporting it to the fullest, and it's just gonna wreck shop. Yes, you can even solo a lot of things on the game. So coming number 10. Still, I think he is super relevant until this drops off here, and this is one of the stronger extreme teams in the game as well, and that's going to be Full Power Frieza coming at number 10. So like I mentioned before, last month I kind of copped out and ended up combining 10A, 10B, but we're going to say, hey, you know what, number 9 for certainty is Space Traveling Warriors, Time Travelers with the Strength Bojack. And again, the reason why I have them above Frieza, it can run Frieza. It can't run 2 Friezas, but it can run Frieza. But it just has a ton of support. This is like a quasi 200% because everybody's giving somebody support, and it's pretty amazing, and they link very well on top of that. So, being that and has a decent resume, 8544104. Super strong here. I like I mentioned, just incredible support. Support just flying everywhere here. And then on top of that, if you do want to run a super team, you can still run a super team as well. This is a fun little unique team that very few people run on, with Bojack leading on here, because you're generally running an extreme team. But yeah, very strong. Again, very high on the support, which I really like. And yeah, it's very relevant now. Coming in at number 9 is the STR Bojack. So, all right, coming in at number 8. No surprise here. Continues on to be one of the strongest teams in the game, and that is Hybrid Saiyans, and running the ever relevant tech transforming Gohan, right? Ultimate Gohan here, and did get a little bit of upgrades with the EZA to the Trunks and the AGL Trunks. Great combination there. But this really team is just highly strong on the defensive end, right? Very powerful on defensive end. Amazing resume with 942015 with 9 Super Battle Roads. But doing these Super Battle Roads, again, very easy. No item running. A lot of these teams here, you can go with a Trunks team here. You can go with a Goku's family. The Goku's family is a very strong team. Or just go like full-on support, right? Full-on support for the Gohan makes sense. All these support units are very relevant and strong. You can even bring this AGL Gohan in here and buff up the defense even a little bit more. So again, not a surprise here. Hybrid Saiyans, I guess the reason why it's not higher, the other teams are just slightly better, but Hybrid Saiyans is still super strong. So coming in at number 8, Tech Transforming Ultimate Gohan, And coming in number 7, I think they dropped a spot, but still staying strong. I was thinking about moving them into the 6th spot because Go Bros is still relevant in 2022, in April 2022, and he did get an upgrade. As you can see, the Transforming Super Saiyan 3 Physical Goku is on this team now. Because it does have Goku's family, it has the leader skill. I still think siblings bond Goku's family. If they ever change this to like 170 across the top, and then Goku's family like 170, 150, or even 170. If this guy gets an easy A and it's like 170 across the board for both categories, it's going to be the best leader skill in the game. It's even rivals Pure Saiyans because Goku's family is just ridiculous, right? So. That you're running just amazing combinations. The biggest weak point of this team is the leader is Go Bros, right? Go Bros is not as relevant as it used to be, but being a floater works out fine. I've had issues sometimes, but able to know how to run a bunch of different things here. Again, the Goku fam is just ridiculous. Super, super powerful. Actually, you know what? Oops, sorry. I should have had the Super Saiyan 3 Goku here as well, so I don't know why I still have AGL Gohan on there, but anyway, still you guys get the picture. You got 2 different leaders with the GT Goku and then the Super Saiyan 4 LR Goku. When he easy A's, this is gonna change here, where I'm gonna say Goku's family is probably going to take this spot here, and then Go Bros kind of falls behind a little bit. So we'll see how that happens in the 7-year anniversary, but a lot of things are going to change in the 7-year anniversary. So again, you can run just weird teams like this. One of my favorite combinations in the Beerus and Whis combinations there. Again, not used as much as you used to, but still very fun here. Or you can run full support, man. Support on this team is amazing. Look at these support units, man. It's just and the continuous support, all the alts on supports, it's just tremendous. So and okay, forgot to talk about the resume, right? 10-5-6-0-1-7. Top tier, man. Top tier. When you're hitting double digits in Super Battle Road, it's hard for me to not put them even higher, right? But like I mentioned, we have teams, in my opinion, even more so, even better. Oh, by the way, Siblings Bond, you can run the androids on here, right? Talk about Super Battle Road benefits, right? Just getting that opportunity to take to stun somebody or take them out of commission with that active skill makes it a lot easier to know how to run a lot of things. Anyway, so that is coming number 7. Go Bros, still relevant today. April 2022. Now, again, I was going to move this up to the number 6 spot, but I ended up saying, okay, you know what, we're going to keep Cell Saga and Entrusted Will with the AGL Trunks on here as number 6, or one step above the Go Bros. One step down, but one step still above Go Bros, because really this team here still is again very, very relevant. Given the fact that it does have a bunch of amazing units, and yes, AGL Trunks is better than Go Bros, so it has that going for them. But you have these combinations here, really, really fun. Again, you can run this team here, which is very interesting, which is a mostly extreme team. But kind of going back into this, is you can see the resume is very similar to Go Bros, right? So both 10-5. This is 6-1-0 versus 6-0-1, and then 6. Again, very strong here, running a lot of Trunks units or a lot of different combinations. The only weak point on this, and this is the reason why I was going to drop him in the 7, it doesn't really have as strong support as Go Bros, but Go Bros, I do mention, is that the HP and defense on Goku's family is only 130, whereas you have defense at 170 with the Trunks team. So again, very tough for me to flip-flop 7 and 6. Was going to do it, but I just kept Go Bros a little slightly irrelevant to this team here. Again, Android Cell Saga, Entrusted Will, AGL, Transforming Trunks, very, very solid. So coming into the top 5, let's talk top 5 here. And this is probably the team that I either was going to move them into number 7 or keep them where they're in the top 5 because of their game mode effectiveness. But This team is still amazing. One of the best still LRs in the game in LR Super Saiyan Goku Namek Saga. The game mode effectiveness is only 855016, a little bit lower than the other units down there, but when you're able to run Vegito, Gogeta, the LRs, on a team and even put them off rotation, right? You're even going to put this unit off in those units, those LRs on floaters. That shows you how strong this team is. Now you can switch it up, right? You can switch it up to something like this, even better, a little different here. You can put Heart Virus Goku on this team here for a little bit of defensive Super Battle Road runs, and then try to no Adam some of these Super Battle Road runs here. But you even can do something like this where you have some of the other units that are talking about on these teams here, a little bit more new style where you're putting this Namek Saga as the floaters versus the main units on here. You can run the Trunks combination there. You can run the Vegeta GT with the Super Vegeta as well. So very, very fun team. Super Saiyan is very strong and continues to be that because of that top tier LR in the Namek Saga Int Super Saiyan Goku. So I'm not showing anything else here. Yeah, so one more spot here. Oh, got the Boo. Right, you got an Extreme team that you actually run as well. Totally forgot about that. So a top main rotation Extreme team with the new Majin Buu on here, and then you can run a very, very fun combo in the LR Godku and or Hitku. I'm sorry, LR Hitku and the EZA Hit. Amazing combination because they're on the legendary existence part of the leader skill here. So not Super Saiyans, but still can be run on this team. So anyway, coming in at number 5, cracking the top 5 still once again and holding strong here is the LR Int Super Saiyan Namek Saga Goku. So all right, go to the number 4 spot, which probably a surprise to people. It dropped one spot due to the fact it really didn't get any upgrades. Nothing's happened with this team, and even didn't really get any upgrades for Super Battle Roads or really any relevancy. So coming in number 4, Universal Survivor Saga. So Universal Survivor Saga / Representative Universe 7. This is the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken version of things. Then you have a bunch of different leaders, because leader flexibility is a strong point here. Because this right here, you're doing 10, 6, 7, 717 or 7107 as game mode effectiveness. Then you have slightly, I would say slightly better 10, 6, 5, 1, 3, 5 with Evolution Vegeta, and so you can run this on here. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't put the EZA on here as an alt. You can put, of course, the EZA Evolution Vegeta on these teams here, which for some reason I didn't do. So it did get an upgrade. It did get an upgrade. It's just I didn't. Again, didn't keep it relevant with the teams on there. So, but don't worry, the other team ended up getting more upgrades in my opinion. So, so here's the UI Goku here, 755117, and of course, the Freaku here. So, anyway, I do need to put the EZA Evolution Vegeta on these teams as alts. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. The alt. You should definitely add that unit. Incredible unit on the team. So what took the spot here, and the reason why it took the spot here is coming in number 3, Kamehameha. Yes, yes, Gohan isn't as relevant as he used to be, the LR Gohan here. However, everything else is still super, super relevant. And it did get game mode effectiveness upgrades. You got 12 Super Battle Roads on here. When you're able to do 12 Super Battle Roads, how can I say, okay, well, unit U7 with 10, it's tip top. It's the most you can do with any leader skill. There's this unit, and then we're talking about the number 2 spot here. That's a lot of Super Battle Roads. So again, this is a team here. You can run a bunch of LR Dokkan Festival exclusive teams. Support's a little light on Kamehameha. So this team here, of course, you have the new introduction of the Super Saiyan 3, transforming Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So that's added to Kamehameha. So that got, in my opinion, a better upgrade, a bigger upgrade than just the EZA Vegeta, Evolution Vegeta. I'm not saying better or worse on there. Just for this team in particular, it's on the main rotation. Whereas I would say on the UI team, I'm sorry, the U7 team, you know, you're generally running like UI Goku Vegeta, but like for example, like I would probably take out Jiren here and put in Evolution Vegeta, which I probably need to be doing on there. So, but anyway, so kind of going back into this here, they're gonna get a nice upgrade with this position, but a ton that the bench is ridiculous, just so amazing here with Kamehameha, which is generally just Goku's. And don't forget about Gifted Warriors, right? Gifted Warriors. We'll talk about more about Gifted Warriors in a second, but you have this team here, but then you can kind of even change it up a little bit, of course, with Evolution. I'm sorry, not Evolution Vegeta, but Majin Vegeta here as an option as a Gifted Warrior on Kamehameha, and you can run the Frieza combination as well, full power Frieza. So having a little bit of flexibility on the Gifted Warriors on Kamehameha here with the boys as the leader, but generally speaking, I'm really looking at this, you know, this team here as the team to go. So again, coming in at number 3, Kamehameha, the AGL Gohan, again still rocking and rolling, but Kamehameha is super strong. So coming number 2, not a surprise here, and then after you guys know what number 2 is, you guys know what number 1 is, because it is the new meta. So coming in at number 2, no doubt about it. I didn't forget Evolution Vegeta on Pure Saiyans, because it did change everything on Pure Saiyans here. Pure Saiyans, Ki +3, 170% across the board. If there wasn't a new 200% leader, this absolutely dominates as the number 1 team on there. Also with the game mode effectiveness, 12.76146. This is the best leader period for game mode effectiveness, because it can do so much. Well, I would say one of the most valuable units in the game right now. If you are low to play and you want to complete a lot of different things, this unit here is where it's at. So again, Pure Saiyans, I can't say enough about the different variations it can run. You can run these combos here. You can run the new combos, right? These look at these combos, right? They're just crazy, amazing. Yes, you're not running a Trunks to additionally buff up the Majin Vegeta, but still, he's gonna be fine. Just rips through everything. I would say the only problem with this team here is lack of support for Pure Chains. In a sense, you kind of don't need it though, because they ever really links up fairly well. Now, if you're going to run a full Vegeta team, however, you can get very strong with the support here with the Xeno Vegeta, right? So this team is majorly on fire right here. So very powerful. And yes, you can still use Strength Vegeta as a leader if you want, if you don't have Evolution Vegeta on here. So you can run this team here. The game mode effectiveness is very weak, 6, 4, 4, 0, 3, and 5. But you can run a GT team. You can run, of course, Mastery Evolutions, a secondary leader skill here. You can run a Broly team, Kellen Caulifla. Very different options, right? So, but still, I think, you know, relevant is the Super Vegeta, but Evolution Vegeta is a beast of a team, and deserves the number 1 spot for 170% teams. Again, we're in a new meta, so I still have to give it up. You know, 200% leads are going to be topping these lists here on global, no doubt about it. And people go, well, wait a minute, 170 to 200, that's not a huge difference. It's only 30%, but when you start thinking about it, you add the friend, it's not just 30%, it's actually a 60% boost. And I can't deny a 60% boost on a team just because some game mode effectiveness, right? I just can't do it because it's just so much stronger. Yet it is the flexibility and limitation is going to be a little bit more restrictive. I can't deny 200%. So coming in at number 1, you guys probably all expected it, is Majin Vegeta and the Majin Buu Saga / Vegeta's Family / Gifted Warriors. So this team is pretty amazing. And if you can get the Majin Vegeta's additional damage mitigation activated with the Trunks, it's a beast of a team. Now you do have a bunch of other units that you can use that's not going to get the additional 30%. That's very, very strong, like the New Year's units here with the Goku and Majin, the Kid Buu. Those two units introduced can run on the Majin Buu Saga option on here, just not going to get the Gifted Warriors. But that's okay. You can have those choices and you can make those choices. Now, I would say the best thing when you're going to run on here is more Vegeta's family than anything else. And you're going to run a full Vegeta's family, and it works, right? So this really doesn't fall into really a general category. I'm just combining Majin Buu and Vegeta's family together in this case scenario. And if you're going to run more with the Gifted Warriors, because pretty much all Vegetas are Gifted Warriors, you're going to get that 200% buff. So on top of that is, if you are going to be running, more of the Majin Buu Saga, and you're going to be actually running your Majin Vegeta on floating, right? So not on main rotation. You can have these different types of rotations on here, still getting the boost here. Don't really need the Trunks to activate for the Majin Vegeta, due to the fact that it's probably not going to be on rotation to activate it. So it's okay. Once again, it's a defensive boost, not as overly important. But you do have another combo here. If you're going to run like the Majin Buu, actually, is this Easy Mighty Mask with the boys, the Strength Boys, as a combination. You can run that combination and still get Gifted Warriors as a boost here, because those kids are Gifted Warriors and on the Majin Buu Saga. Now, once again, if you aren't worried about getting 30% boost and you're kind of running more of just Majin Buu Saga, and then have Majin Vegeta's kind of run on the side there, this is the team that you're going to run. And it's still viable, right? It's still viable. Unfortunately, it's just still kind of floating in that 170% realm primarily here. So that part of the game mode effectiveness isn't as strong, especially with a resume of 753,127. Again, I think it's super strong, but yeah, the game mode effectiveness is a lot weaker than a lot of individuals. So you have to say, okay, less game mode effectiveness, 200%. So I just went with the 200% because I'm just keeping with that meta. So if you are gonna kind of reduce it by doing a Majin Buu Saga, more of a team here, because you don't have the right combinations for Vegetas, you can pick and choose, right? You can pick and choose and say, you know what, I am gonna put Super Vegeta on this team, and it makes sense. He's a fantastic unit, but I gotta put the correct units to back it up. So you can put in the Exchange Vegeta, and they link up very well. And then you can have this team kind of work out this way. You can have one as a floater, one Majin Vegeta as a floater, and the other one on the main rotation. And you can do a couple of different supports here, and I think it will work out. Again, you have a vast bench with Majin Buu Saga. Majin Buu Saga is one of the top tier when it comes to a lot of units that you can run, and with that addition of Vegeta's family, it's going to be easy to make some interesting combinations. Now, again, so since this is Majin Buu Saga Vegeta's family, I ended up just merging Super Vegeta on the top spot here, or kind of quasi top spot. So you see that a lot with my other teams where XYZ is Hybrid Saiyan, so another person's running Hybrid Saiyan. So where does it kind of go? So I'm just putting Majin Buu Saga, the 170% run on here, along with the 200% with the Majin Vegeta. So I don't technically rank them as number one because the 200% is ranked number one, but yes, you can still run this team, very viable, and now having that rotation with these two guys are just incredible. And then just running a full Vegito team is still optional here as well. So anyway, still the number one team. You're looking at the 200% leader, Int Majin Vegeta. Absolutely the top best team in global for now. It will be short-lived when 7-year anniversary comes about, but we'll also see what happens in Golden Week, because Golden Week is about 2 weeks away from this video being recorded. So, but here you go. There you have it. My summary for the best teams. Agree, disagree? Let me know in the comment section below. We got coming in number 10, Sworn Enemies with Full Power Frieza, then Space Traveling Warriors with Bojack in number 9. You have Hybrid Saiyans in the number 8 spot. Number 7, Go Bros and Goku's Family, Siblings Bond. You got Entrusted Will and Android Cell Saga coming in number 6. Top 5, you have Super Saiyan And then you have Kamehameha number 4. You have U7 and Universal Survival Saga number 3. Number 2, Pure Saiyans. And then number 1, 200% leader, Majin Buu Saga, Vegeta's Family Gifted Warrior. So again, comment, let me know. Am I right, wrong, all these different things here. And of course, if you are new to my channel, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Thank you all for watching. Wrapping up another edition of Best Teams. Keep on Dokkaning. We'll catch you next time. Later.